coloring tips, a new series of tutorials on the mermaid and ocean world. I'll be posting videos for this series during all the month of May. Thank you so much for watching.
If you wish to follow along the tutorial with me, please have a look at the video description below. I add the link to the PDF file of the pearl, as well as a PDF file with the material and color used. With warm grain number 2, we start creating the shadows. I choose a very light gray to keep the shadows look very light and soft. Let's start adding the shadows on the border of the purse first, refining its edge, and then we work towards the center, leaving some white spot uncolored. This will help us start building the volume of our pearl. With light cobalt turquoise and coral, we add some colors to our shadows. Apply your layers of color with a very soft hand and almost no pressure at all, so your paper will not be saturated too fast. Let's add a warm glow to our shadows with cream. We'll also apply a layer of cream on the borders of the white highlights, where it meets the shadow's color. It will help us give the borders of our highlights a softer look. With the white color pencils and more pressure, we'll bring some of the shadow's color inside our white highlights. The pressure will help us blend the color together and will reinforce the softer look and texture of the pearl. When I wish to create very bright highlights, I use the Posca Uni White pencil. It's one of the most opaque white color pencils I found. Here I use it to apply white to the center of my highlights. With ivory colored pencils, let's start blending our colors together. Here you can use heavier pressure and you can apply the color over both the shadows and the highlights, over all the pearl. You can apply at least 2 layers, varying the angle with each new layer. With coral and light cobalt turquoise, we'll add more colors to our shadows to give our pearl a more lively feeling. Here you can also add more pressure to create more contrast. And you can add more warmth with a layer of cream. Taking a white color pencils, we'll do what is calling burnishing. There are different methods to do it, and one of them is using a light color over a dark color. Here, with white and heavier pressure, we'll go over all the pearl. It will blend the colors into the paper, and the heavy layer of white will help us add a milky look for our pearl. One of my favorite tools when working in color pencils is actually an eraser. I love to use Faber-Castell Perfection Pencil Eraser. You can sharpen its point like a pencil, so it's very helpful for finer details and small elements. Here, I use it to add brighter white highlights to my pearl. apply a few more layers of ivory to give the pearl a softer and unified look. We can work and reinforce the drop shadow below the pearl with warm gray, coral and light cobalt turquoise, as well as adding a few more highlights with white and ivory. Then it's time for the final colors adjustment, switching between all our colors. Adjust your shadows with warm gray, coral and light cobalt turquoise, and your highlights with ivory and white. I hope you enjoy our first mermaid coloring tips. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. Also, don't hesitate to share with me what you would like to see for future tutorials. Hope to see you soon for a new episode of Mermaid Coloring Tips.